What's up, guys? Theo here, coming to you with a breakdown from Magomed Ankalaev versus Johnny Walker 2. Right now, Magomed Ankalaev is a minus 600 favorite on DraftKings. The comeback on Johnny Walker is plus 365. And guys, I love Magomed Ankalaev in this spot. I'm seeing a lot of love for Johnny Walker in the community. A lot of people are taking dog shots on Johnny Walker. But to be honest with you, you won't catch me betting Johnny Walker even at plus 365. I think this fight is a runaway for Magomed Ankalaev. I think he is going to probably knock Johnny Walker out. If you look at the betting lines on DraftKings, it seems like that's the consensus among the bookies as well. They have Magomed Ankalaev by TKO lined at minus 225 versus his decision is like plus money right now. I think his decision is like plus 2 to 400 or something, which is crazy because Magomed Ankalaev kind of takes a lot of people to a decision, which leads me to believe that someone else out there making lines at DraftKings has a similar read that I do, and they think Magomed is going to finish Johnny Walker. When you watch that fight, what little of it we did see, I felt like what we saw was very telling. You know, you saw Magomed Ankalaev being one step ahead of him technically on the feet. Johnny Walker's path to victory here is really going to be a knockout, and that's about it. I mean, Johnny Walker's not going to take Magomed Ankalaev to a decision to win. There's no way. You think he's going to do enough damage without exposing himself to Magomed that he's going to win a decision against Magomed? That doesn't make any sense. There's no way you can think it's going to happen. He's not going to sub Magomed. That ain't going to happen. Magomed never even goes to the ground, and he's got great takedown defense. And I mean, he's going to have to knock Magomed out. That's it. And it's not like we've seen Magomed get knocked out. He has a chin. He takes shots well. He's fought other power punchers before. I just don't see what anybody would be picking Johnny Walker for in this spot. He has no upside. His upside is that he knocks Magomed Ankalaev out somewhere in the 5 rounds, even though he's literally less skilled on the feet. I mean, Magomed is better in every single way, so I don't really see why people are taking Johnny Walker here. I think this is going to be a runaway knockout victory for Magomed. You know, I don't know what it is about Magomed that attracts these fighters that try to like do stupid shit to beat him. You know, like Johnny Walker, everybody saw that meme knee that he tried on him where he pretended like he was hurting the liver and then he sprung up with a knee. I don't know why people thought that was so cool, because it's not like it worked. He didn't even connect with it. He didn't do anything. Magomed Ankalaev wasn't even fazed by it. He just like went right back to fucking out techniquing him on the feet. So I don't know why people think that's cool, and they think that, I guess they think Johnny Walker's going to somehow pull that off. He's going to pull off some meme victory. I don't know what it is about Magomed that guys keep trying to do this, because like Ion Cutelaba did something equally stupid. He pretended to be wobbled in that fight versus him, and it ended up with them having a second fight. And you know what happened? Magomed went out and destroyed him the second time over. And I remember people were picking Ion Cutelaba against him there as well. So I think there's a lot of recency bias with Magomed right now, where because he went to a decision and he's had just like an obscure path to get where he's at. I just think people are underestimating him. I mean, like 3 fights ago, you would never have picked Johnny Walker against Magomed Ankalaev. So I think there's some recency bias on the fact that Magomed went to a decision with Jan. But guys, Jan Blachowicz is a former UFC champion, okay? Everybody underestimates Jan Blachowicz all the time. I do it. Everybody does. Everybody underestimates Jan Blachowicz. So it's kind of stupid to sit here and say, well, Magomed's not that good. He's not going to beat Johnny Walker because he didn't beat Jan Blachowicz. Oh, Jan Blachowicz, the old crafty veteran that was like a champion and like has beat a bunch of people. Yeah, that's not Johnny Walker. Johnny Walker is like not a reliable fighter. He doesn't even deliver on the power that he has. He's not like knocking people out all the time. He knocked out Paul Craig. Okay, so what? Who cares? Like, there's just no upside to betting Johnny Walker in this spot. He's worse in every single way than Magomed Ankalaev. He's not reliable. He's a goofball. He doesn't take fighting seriously. The only way he wins here is he's got to knock Magomed Ankalaev out cold. I don't even believe he's going to be able to TKO him, because I think Magomed Ankalaev's fight IQ is too high to get like hit and stumble and run back and TKO. I just don't see that happening. He's going to have to like literally finish Magomed for him to win this fight. So, you know, plus 365, that's not enough to bet on Johnny Walker here. Johnny Walker, I mean, I wouldn't bet on him unless he was a plus 7, plus 800 favorite. There's no way. So I think this is a steal runaway fight for Magomed Ankalaev. If he wasn't such a big favorite, I would bet a lot of money on it, but he's minus 600. I think there is still value on him, so I probably will put some units on him just because I think it's an easy fight to predict, man. I think Magomed is going to knock him out. I'm not going to bet that prop line, though, because I could easily see him beating Johnny Walker by decision, and plus, I mean, minus 225 is not enough to bet a knockout prop to me on a guy that's not really known to knock people out. I just have a gut suspicion he's going to knock Johnny Walker out. Give me Magomed and Ankalaev all day here, man. This kind of meme shit and doing these little pretending to be hurt and stuff, I don't know what it is, but it makes his opponents look like they have no other way of winning. I genuinely think that's what it is. I think they just know they're completely outclassed, so they try this like gimmicky shit to beat him, and it never works. I don't trust Johnny Walker with your money. He's one of the most unreliable fighters in the entire UFC, and he's constantly overestimated as well. I mean, people pick him as an underdog literally all the time. The only time that people like didn't pick him as an underdog was against Paul Craig. So for some reason they saw something I didn't see. I thought Paul Craig was going to submit Johnny Walker, but I mean, you know, Paul Craig is not anywhere near the martial artist that Magomed Ankalaev is. Magomed Ankalaev is good enough to be champ right now in that division. So Magomed Ankalaev all day, guys. I'm gonna put a few units on it in the Bet MMA tips just because I feel so confident. I want to get a win on this card for sure. And there's not a lot of other spots I like here, so you will see that on the Bet MMA tips before the day rolls around. But yeah, guys, that's going to be it for this card. Stay tuned in, and can't wait to break down next week's card as well.